Los Angeles Air Force Base, the home of the Space and Missile Systems Center, hosts a Women in Leadership panel in recognition of Women's History Month in conjunction with the Airmen Everywhere series. Speakers included Miss Barabara Westgate, Director, Washington Headquarters Services, also known as the Mayor of the Pentagon. Major General Catherine Chilton, IMA to the Commander, Air Force Space Command. Miss Gwynne Shotwell, President and Chief Operating Officer, SpaceX. And Dr. Claire Leon, Graduate Program Director, Systems Engineering and Engineering Management at Loyola Marymount University. Speakers were given topics to discuss, as well as looking at the issues of being in a high-level position in both the military and civilian worlds, with words of advice for those in the audience.
It's hard to fit in sometimes as a reservist. You're only there part-time. But it's to come in every day and leave it a little bit better than the day I arrived. And that's trying to get to your bosses and find out what they really need. What's that little thing that there's really bugging them in the back? And if you have time to go and work with that.
Louisa May Alcott wrote in Little Women, and I love this line, "Far away, there in the sunshine, or at Mars, are my highest aspirations. I may not reach them, but I can look up to see their beauty. I can believe in them, and I can try to follow where they lead." That should be the North Star for every one of your careers or your journey to leadership position.
The primary attribute that I consider to be that of a Silicon Valley style company is the best idea wins. Doesn't matter if you're an intern, doesn't matter if you're a janitor, doesn't matter if you're Elon. But the goal is to achieve great things, and it's really one of the founding principles and one of the driving elements of us every day.
We have to let people know that they can aspire to break through the glass ceiling. They can do it, but Barbara was saying it too. It's got to come from within. You're responsible for your own career. You've got to push.
It's not hard to decide what your life is going to be about. What's hard is figuring out what you're willing to give up in order to do the things you really care about.
Don't worry about being assertive. I think women tend, through self-reflection, to think they're being overly assertive when really they're just being standard business demeanor, right? But they tend to see themselves as being more pushy. So I think you've heard it from the experts here that have achieved greatness, that that's not something to worry about.
You put the needs of the nation and the citizenry, right, wrong, odd, quirky, indifferent. That's why you signed on the dotted line, so that we can continue our history and continue being the greatest nation on this earth, so that our legacy continues.
Reporting from Los Angeles Air Force Base, I'm Peter Aninos.